just wanted to show you a really pretty kind of bronzy makeup look. It has a berry lip. This is just a look that's been super timeless and beautiful for this season, and so I just wanted to show you how I do it. I haven't been on here in a little while simply because my mother-in-law just had a total hip replacement, and so we've been spending some time at the hospital with her, getting her house ready for her to come home. She looks great, she feels great, so we're just really excited to have her back to being herself and have her home. So just kind of stepping into that daughter-in-law role and really being there for my family. I'm so blessed to have such an amazing family that I can be here for. I want you guys to know I haven't forgotten about you. I pre-recorded a tutorial last week and my microphone was not plugged in all the way, so there wasn't only no sound from my camera, but there was no sound from my mic. So I did this gorgeous cut crease. If you guys check out my Instagram, it's at Chrisagoff. You can see the look that I did. I was so bummed. And then I even tried to see if I could edit it a little bit and just do a voiceover, and it was not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna film a new tutorial for you. Let's just get started. These headbands are so cute. I have a whole bunch of different ones that are kind of this like beaded rhinestone-y look. Anthropologie sells them, and on the inside they all have different like patterns and everything. That's because they're handmade in India, so it's pretty cool. I love them, so just if you're curious, that's where that came from. And you can probably see my pretty flowers in the background. My husband brought me flowers last week and they're holding up really, really well, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna put them in my video. They make me happy. I love getting flowers and just like such a girl like that. Okay, let's dive in. So first of all, I am going to prime my face with my Hangover Rx Nothing New, and just go ahead and rub that in like usual. Next, I'm going to go in with my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. I've been loving this guy just for any areas with larger pores, for a little bit extra staying power. When I'm at work, it gets pretty warm in there, and I'm like running around a lot. So I just like to make sure that my makeup stays put all day. Sometimes I work 6-hour days, but usually it's like 8 to 10-hour days, so it just depends. So I'm just going to put that in those main T-zone areas to help kind of smooth everything over. And help my makeup to last longer. Next, I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage. So I just like this for a little added coverage. I've had a couple of like weird blemish spots like throughout, and so this has just really helped to make sure that I get all those areas covered up. And then I'm going to use like the more skin toned one that matches my skin better, for areas that I don't necessarily want to highlight. As you can see, this stuff just kind of helps to neutralize any blemishes I have on my face or any dark spot areas. Dark spot areas? I don't know if that made sense. Next, I'm going to take my Flat Top Kabuki from Sigma and then my Nars Barcelona Sheer Glow Foundation, and just start buffing that into the skin. And I might have gotten too much. Oops. Oh yeah, too much. That's okay. So once your foundation is all buffed in the way you like it, I'm going to go ahead and, we're going to go ahead and go in with some concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Nars Creamy Concealer in Honey first. It's a little bit darker shade than the Vanilla. So we're just going to go ahead and put that underneath of our eyes. I'm going to use the Vanilla shade just to highlight a little bit further. So I really want to kind of lift this area a little bit. You know the drill. Damp Beauty Blender next, just to help blend everything together. my Laura Mercier. It's actually her new foundation, and this is in the shade 7. It's her Smooth Finish foundation powder. I'm going to try setting with this today. I love my mineralized skin finish, but just I'm in the mood for something different. I don't know. Not that anything's wrong with it. I just want to try something new. Why not? Okay, next we're going to go ahead and apply our eyeshadow base. I'm going to use Layin Low from MAC. It's one of my favorites. It's just kind of like a warm, natural tone. Just go ahead and tap that onto your eyelid from lash line to brow bone. So once we have a good, solid base going, it's time to do our brows, which is one of my favorite parts. Lately, I've been going back and forth between my Anastasia brow powder duo in soft brown and then my Dipbrow pomade in soft brown. I just can't make up my mind right now, so I do a little bit of both. I do just one, I do the other. It just depends on the day what I'm gonna do. So today I'm gonna start with the brow powder, and if I feel like I need a little bit more brow, I'm gonna go ahead and add in the Dipbrow pomade. So I wanted to create like a really pretty bronzy goldish smoky eye to go with this lip, the berry lip, and so what better palette to use than the original Naked palette. The brush just fell out. I'm just going to start with Naked in my crease. This is the Blending E25 brush from Sigma, and I'm going to take Buck, which is a little bit deeper shade, and I'm going to take that guy into the crease as well, but just keep it a little bit more concentrated. The other thing is I don't go too far in towards the center of my eye because I want to highlight that area, keep it nice and light and bright, and so we're not going to bring it too far in to the inner quarter. We're just really going to concentrate that in this rainbow motion, but also kind of flicking it out towards the end, just so that we create that lifted look and don't get it too dark in the center of our eye, because that's not what we're going for this look anyways. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take my MAC 242, I think it is. I'm going to take Half Baked, which is this pretty gold shade, and I'm just going to pack that all over the lid. Take that 225 brush again with no added product on it and go ahead and just blend the two together. Then I'm going to take my little pencil brush and I'm going to take Virgin, which is the lightest shade in the palette right here, and go ahead and just tap that on my inner corner. Ow. And I'm also going to take it up by my brow bone. And then taking that 225 brush again, I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything in together. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my E20 and I'm going to take this Smog color, which is next to the Half Baked color, and it's just a little bit darker, and I'm going to put that on the outer third of my eyelid very carefully. If you get any fallout, it's okay. Just use your powder brush and you can kind of sweep it off. So after we applied the Smog color on the outer third, I'm going to go ahead and take Dark Horse, which is just going to be yet another shade darker, and apply that on the outer third as well. Next, I'm going to take my pencil brush again, and I'm going to take the Naked color and just apply it underneath my lower lash line. And then taking Smog, I'm just going to deepen it up a little bit. I like to take that blending brush again just to make sure that everything's nice and smooth. Taking Creep, which is like the black shade in the palette, we're going to go ahead and use that as our lower lash line eyeliner. Yeah. So I'm just taking a flat definer brush from MAC, dipping that in Creep, and then pressing it on our lower lash line. So I decided I wanted to brighten up my inner corner highlight a little bit, so I'm going to use one of these two. I don't know, maybe both. Just want to brighten it up a little bit more in there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take my Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in Perversion and just line my upper and lower waterline. So you can go ahead and add mascara and stop here. Today I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of gel liner, so I'm going to use my MAC 208 brush. Is just a really tiny little, I think it's actually a brow brush, but I really like it for doing my eyeliner. And then I'm going to use Black Track from MAC, and it's just their black gel eyeliner. my mascara, I'm just going to use my Smashbox Full Exposure. I love this stuff. So I got a little bit like under this eye, and so I'm just going to let it dry and then use a dry Q-tip to go ahead and get it off because it's annoying. So now we're going to go ahead and add some color to my face because I'm looking a little pale. So I'm going to go ahead and dip into my Naked Streak palette, and I love this guy just for work. It's great because you get all three on the go. All the colors are really pigmented, and I'm just going to go ahead and use let's see, the bronzing color. I'm going to take it on just like a little contour brush and start kind of bringing my cheekbones to life and bronzing my face a little bit. Dry Q-tip. Meet dry mascara. Ta-da. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and deepen up my contour a little bit. I'm going to use the High Dye from Bare Minerals. I'm just going to take it on my Nars Ita brush and just kind of create a little bit deeper contour. So once that is done, we're going to go ahead and take the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, and I'm going to go ahead and use, I really just love the center shade. It's the same shade that I use for my inner corner highlight, and we're going to go ahead and just highlight. And now for the part that I'm really excited about. My Sephora started carrying the Becca blushes, so I got 2 of them, and this one is the one in Wild Honey, and it is like, there aren't words, it's nuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that for my blush today. Ugh, like I can't. And now for the much anticipated berry lip. So I'm gonna go in with More to Love from MAC. It's just one of their Pro Longwear lip liners, and line my lips. This color's a little bit pinky, but don't worry. I'm going to go ahead and use Janet from the Nars Audacious Lipsticks, and this has been one of my favorite shades. It's a little bit bolder. It's that deep, rich berry, and it's so pretty. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, learned something cool. I really missed you guys and just can't thank you enough for subscribing and supporting me. I've had a lot of contact with you guys and it's been amazing. There's so many different comments. My channel went from 5 subscribers to like 50 subscribers to 500, and now we're almost up to 2,000, and it's just amazing. So this is something I'm really passionate about. I love it. I'm having so much fun with it, and I promise to keep them coming. So I love you guys and hope you have a wonderful day. See you later. Bye.